Michael Dent, Sold Out Ministry in-house. But before we go into it, I have to say a word from my sponsor, Margarita Lounge, 332 South Broadway in Yonkers, New York. Place where you can come, make friends, have a drink, socialize, dance a little bit if you like, or just talk with your friend. Mike, thank you for being here.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
I appreciate it.
Yes.
It was nice to meet you the other day.
It was great, yes.
You know, you do great work, but I think that we don't do justice. In a sense, we need to talk about the good stuff that
Yes.
goes around Yonkers.
Yes, sir.
Okay? There is a lot of bad stuff, but there is a lot of good stuff.
Yes, yes.
Okay? There's a lot of good stuff. And you're one of those guys, and your team, and your ministry, that are involved in the positive.
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit about it. What do you do? Why you doing it?
Okay, so it's just a bunch of us. Like I always say when we're talking, I'm just a spokesperson, but it's really a group of us who are we come from two different churches, but it's all the same ministry. Faith Outreach Ministries here in Yonkers on 502 South Broadway, and Tabernacle of Prayer in Dobbs Ferry, New York, 523 Broadway, that is. And so our leaders have been impressing upon us through the scriptures that real faith is about sharing what you believe. And we're also admonished in the scriptures to give an answer to why we hope. And so we understand that real change that's going to happen in our community comes from the light of Jesus Christ, which we believe is contagious. It's love. This love is not only just the warm feeling in your heart, but this love is something that teaches you how to become a better person. It teaches you how to make better decisions through the Holy Spirit. And so since we believe that, you know, a lot of people talk about they're Christians, or they have faith, or they believe in Jesus, or they believe in God. But they only have their mouth to say it, but no fruits to show it. And so we believe that believing in Jesus Christ and believing in God the Father is not just about words, but it's about deeds, it's about action.
You know, Michael, I always tell people, look, don't tell me you believe in Jesus.
Right.
Don't tell me you believe in God. Show me that you do by the actions that you do.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, are nothing but words, mean nothing.
Yes.
Because anyone can open their mouth and they can say whatever they want.
Yes.
Okay? But it's a different thing to show,
Right.
that
Yes.
you love, to show that you care, and to show your faith through your actions.
That's right.
Now, I hear that, I think on weekends, Saturday and Sunday,
Yes.
you're in the square.
Yes, we are.
Praying.
Yes.
Tell us about it. Invite people to come down, share.
Yes.
Okay, put action to your words. You believe
Yes.
in God, you believe in Jesus, come and show it.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about it.
That's the point of the Saturdays, because you know, so many of our churches in the city are divided, not just on belief systems, but you know, sometimes man's interest in getting away and cause a divide, which is we're doing something better, you guys are not. So we're endeavoring to put ourselves out there and kill that culture in the city. If you say you believe in Jesus, even if you don't believe in Jesus, come out and get a new picture of what Jesus is about. So that's why we go out on Saturdays and Sundays, not just to say, oh, we're doing something, but to show we all come from different backgrounds, we all have different things in our past, and we're so full of the love of God for us and how He just loved us through life. We said, look, we're going to dedicate 2 days out of the weekend. That's Saturday. So Saturdays we're in Getty Square from 4 to 7, and Sundays we're in Getty Square from 5 to 8. And sometimes we don't even leave at the times we say, because we're just so full of talking to people and just, you know, loving on people, that we just stay as long as we can. So those are the 2 days that we're in the square, praying for people. So most times it's conversation. We're just having conversation with people. We're talking about family. We're laughing and joking, but they get a warm feeling and a new definition of what this is all about, what our faith is all about. So, you know, it's not about a pastor collecting a great offering and driving away in a fancy car. You know, I'm a pastor. I don't drive a fancy car. I sacrifice my weekends to be out there because I love God and I love His people. And I love those who He loves, who He's looking for, and that's the world. You know, John 3:17 says, Jesus said, I did not come to condemn the world, but I came so that the world might be saved through what I'm going to do. And what that was is His death on the cross. And so since we believe that wholeheartedly, we're showing it. We're His billboard. We're walking out there with love. We're telling people you don't have to live a life with no hope. hope. The hope is in Jesus Christ, who come to wrap you in his arms and show his love and clean our lives up. And that's how we're going to change the community.
How important is faith in your life as a whole? Believe in something. Believe in the Creator. Believe in Jesus. Believe in God. How important it is, you think? I know to you it's important.
Yes.
Okay? But what I'm asking is to see if you can articulate that to those who are watching.
Yes.
How important it is.
Well, our scriptures tell us that every person is born with a measure of faith that God gives us. When you sit in the chair, you don't question it. You sit in the chair, that's faith that it takes you to sit in the chair and believe that the chair is going to hold you up. So every man has that. But the next level of faith that we put out there is a faith to believe that there is a creator who saw the plight of man's heart, that internally man has a selfish desire. And that's what we see going on in the city, the killings and the robberies. And it's man's selfish desire to make them better. But this faith is a desire to help your fellow man become better. It's not so much about you, it's about the next person. This faith is when you sacrifice yourself and you sacrifice your life and you sacrifice your ideas and dreams to help someone else believe and rise in life. And in that, God returns the favor to us. You get what I'm saying? So this faith is important because it's not about me. What I'm doing in the street is not about me. I'm just a spokesperson, but it is Jesus in me. Because if without him, I wouldn't be in the street. I'd be trying to make my life better. I'd be going out somewhere, doing something at the betterment of my life. But Jesus, his love on me, because he gave his life for me, he causes me to give my life for others. So that's the extra part of our faith.
So is that like paying back in a way?
Yeah, you can say that. It's our payback.
For lack of a better word, but it's a better word.
Yeah.
You receive, now you give.
Nah.
Now you give. Now, Michael, what about reaching out? I know that you go to Gary Square and you stay by the Dunkin' Donuts where people come, you pray, you talk, you have conversation, and sometimes without you knowing, you might change somebody's life by that conversation.
Yes, sir.
You might say something that might click. Maybe I won't tell you, but that conversation might change somebody's life.
Yes.
Now, do you go out there maybe to certain neighborhoods, talking to young people, kids that sometimes that makes up their entire life because of an action
Yes.
that they did 1 second.
Yes, sir.
The whole life is done.
Yes.
Do you go out there and talk to them, maybe perhaps changing those kids? Maybe say, look, you've been doing a lot of things that are not right. You've been lucky and you've been blessed that you are still alive.
Yes.
But maybe next week, you and I wouldn't be able to have this conversation because who knows?
Who knows what happened?
Yeah. What about changing?
Yes.
Do you go there and try to change the lives of those kids?
That's a great question because a lot of times in this walk we've seen, or in the we call it the vineyard. So a lot of times when we're out there in the vineyard, a lot of Christianity's gotten a bad name because a lot of people have felt that if they're representing this, they can change people, right? But we believe that we're still being changed, but we have the agent of change in us, right? So we talk to young people and we tell them, look, we tell them our story, we tell them what we've been through, and they look at us like, wow, you've done that? Yeah, we've done that. But there's another nature about us. There's someone we believe in who changed our nature. So what our goal is to just do, sometimes a conversation, I don't even have to mention Jesus, but the fact that I'm listening to him shows them that there's something different about me, right? So a lot of times, do I feel like I can change a person? No, but I feel like that I can introduce change to a person just by conversation, just by listening to them, just by hugging them at the end of the conversation, shaking their hand, and so that's
Now, Michael, do you think that everyone comes to this earth with a mission, with a plan, God's plan to do something, and this is the plan for you to talk to people, to share? It's not you who changes, you are just the messenger.
Yes. So I believe that everyone who comes into the earth through the threshold of a woman, right? Everybody born, God's given them a gift. God has a plan for their life, and whether we accept it or not is on choice, free will. You know, God didn't force me to do this. He loved me into it. All right. So He allowed me to make my own decisions. He allowed me to even formulate my own plan. But He impressed Himself in love upon my own plan, and showed where when I fell on my face or where I stood straight up, He was there with me. And so, is this God's plan for everyone to love Him and promote His love? Yes, it is. It is. You have a plan. There's a plan that God has for you, and I believe that you're in that vein. I believe that you're in that vein, and I believe that God can intervene if He wants something done for Him through you. He do it. You know what I mean? So, is there a plan for everyone? Yes, there is.
Mike, maybe God told me without telling me to go there last Friday.
Yes, sir.
If I hadn't gone there, we wouldn't
met.
connect. We wouldn't have
Yep.
met. Guys, Michael Dent, Sold Out Ministry, every Saturday and Sunday, Gary Square by the Dunkin' Donuts, praying, talking, sharing, spreading the love.
Yes.
Mike, if somebody wants to get in touch with you, how?
Well,
Besides going there, let's say it's Monday or Tuesday, and I want to reach out.
Right.
I feel like I need to talk to you. How?
okay. Well, we have an email. You can reach us at soldoutstreetministry@gmail.com. We also have a Instagram page
Okay.
at soldoutsm, and you can reach me at Eckham _ Dent what's that? I don't know. My
Well,
partner.
that's no big deal. You know, on our live stream, you can go there and write a little
right.
narrative. Dental, Sold Out Ministry, this is the email, this is the information, and people are going to be reading it, going to get in touch.
Yes.
Guys, you heard it. Faith is important. Talking is important. Sharing love is important. To do good, you don't need to believe in God. You still can do good even if you don't believe in God. When you less expect, things might change.
Mhm.
Okay, but you need to open your heart, you need to be willing to listen and to feel that inner message that perhaps you don't know where it's coming from. Maybe it's coming from somewhere.
That's right.
Thank you, Mike.
My pleasure.
Okay, thank you very much. And if there is anything else that maybe you want to bring up, or
Yeah, so like I said, we have a church on South Broadway, 502 South Broadway. It's called Faith Outreach Ministries. If you're ever doing anything on Saturdays or not doing anything and you're in the area, we start at 12 p.m. So that's Faith Outreach, 502 South Broadway. Also on Mondays, which is tonight, we have a Bible study at 6:30. So anyone that just wants to come see me or meet the team, we're always there.
that's it, guys. You don't have Facebook, Instagram, or whatever. You're not on social network. 502 South Broadway, Saturdays, 12 o'clock.
Yep.
12 what? 12 to 4 because 4 o'clock you guys
Yep,
back
yep,
at.
yep.
So 12 to 4, be there. Come and sit down and listen. Just meditate. Just think about it. Listen to that words. What do they mean? How do you feel? How your body reacts to it.
Yes, sir.
So guys, thank you for watching again. Yonkers Voice, always at your service. We try to do the right thing. We cannot keep everybody happy, but we try. Okay, but we try. So thank you guys. Don't forget, join Yonkers Voice on Facebook, the page, or check us out on the web, yonkersvoice.com. Tell your friends about us. Tell your friends about Sold Out Ministry, 502 South Broadway, right here in Yonkers. Or come and check them out. Check Michael out Saturdays or Sundays, 4 to 7, Gary Square, Yonkers, New York. Late alligators.